Greetings. I guess first I should probably ask, can everybody hear me? I mean, it's showing up on here, but I always gotta make sure of that. First, I think it's fine. I think it is fine. Fine, not fine. Yay. Thanks, Steve. Hello. Hope everybody's having a good Tuesday. I'm tired. I know I've had moments like this before, but it's also good to be back because it's been a minute since we've been away for a little bit. Okay, so it's super clear. Maybe I'll move this back a little bit. Uh, Also, I got a fan. I have a fan now, so I shouldn't get super toasty in here. I don't think you probably can get a little taste of it in the background, but it's not that bad. Um, but yeah, no, it's good to be back. It's been a few weeks since the last live, for one. Um, it's yes to the fan. That's right. I'm not actually. I would show it, but you get in camera, so I won't do that. Yeah, sorry. Oh, I could grab it from there. No, okay, I won't. I won't do it. I won't test it out. You gotta be camera ready next time. That's how we gotta do this. Uh, Moving forward. Let's see. Well, okay, well, now I see we got some questions coming in already. But yeah, no, it's good to be back. What's up, Steve? Oh, Chris S. How's it going? Amir Cricket. Amir dot Cricket. Weird to see you without Ryan George beside you. I'm pretty sure. Lil K, what's up? Amanda, how's it going? Edward Grabner, how's it going? Um, yeah, when it comes to YouTube channels, I'm always open to different things, so it's just kind of the way it goes. But with reaction channels anyway. But yeah, White Gold, aka Ross, aka DJ GTA. Okay, I'm hoping I'm saying that right. Hope you're well and doing well with the fam. We're doing good. We had a little we had an emergency um that came up, and one that we were not expecting. So we had to do some traveling, but Lavonda, my wife, who you've heard in here a few times. I don't think you've actually seen her in the lives. You've seen her in like a couple videos here and there, like way back when. It's been a long time. I've got a camera ready for her, but she's got to be. She said she's got to be camera ready. Um, but yeah, no, we were out of town for almost 2 weeks. Um, Lavonda's mom passed away on July 17th. Um, and so we were dealing with that. Went to go visit her. Well, not visit, but go stay with her dad in Tennessee. Her dad and her brother, and had a beautiful memorial service that Sunday. And the very next week, we drove up to Michigan, to Detroit, to go check out some people there and get things together with the cemetery, uh, and have the funeral that weekend. And so it's one of those things where, like, when you experience, any kind of death, like, you're seeing family, and it's good to see family, but it's never like that's never the scenario where you want to see people like in that way, especially people you haven't seen for years. We haven't been back to Detroit in like 6 years. Um, Last time we were there was 2018, so it had been a long time. Uh, but at the same time, it's like you never left. At the same time, like, we had been gone so long, but it felt like we were just falling right back in with people and chatting and catching up. Uh, so yeah, yeah, it was a little bit rough, um, but I feel like it's getting better every day. It's still weird, still doesn't necessarily feel real, even after going through all that and then coming back home. it didn't feel like it had happened, like really happened. Like, was that a dream? But we were gone from home for a while. That's the first time all of us as a family have been gone from home that long. 'Cause again, it was almost 2 weeks. It was about, I mean, it was about 12, 12 days roughly. So like 2 work weeks. Um, so yeah, yeah, but no, I really appreciate you guys. I know I had put something like in the Discord at one point, and you guys were showing love there, which was great. And so I really do appreciate you guys because it was rough. It was rough going there for a minute and just kind of also just Vonda and her dad and her brother just really kind of like figuring out just the planning of things and getting all that together in such a quick matter of time, and then also just kind of hanging with the kids and making sure they're good, and a lot of driving and a lot of driving and a lot of seeing people. Um, but yeah, no, but she's in a better place. She's not suffering anymore, and that's something we could be thankful for. Even though it was very unexpected, but yeah, her name was Catherine Grimmett, and so she's in heaven. She's looking down on us. It's still a weird feeling, but we're getting through it. So I appreciate you guys. You guys are I always feel like you guys have my back, and you guys, give me time when it's needed to kind of step away from this for a minute. It wasn't too big of a gap because I kind of had a few things in there as far as videos ready to go, but then there was a little bit of a pause. But yeah, no, again, I really do appreciate you guys because that definitely helped, and a lot of our family and friends came through and kind of were giving and giving us snacks for the road trips, gas money, all that kind of stuff, just kind of help out where they could. And not that we were even asking for it, it's just people were just just giving, which was amazing. So um, yeah, we've gotten through it. Now it's back to the grind. But no, she's definitely gonna be missed. And now I guess we're kind of figuring out some things with her dad, and if he's coming here or if he's going to Detroit or if he's staying in Tennessee. There's still more stuff to figure out. But yeah, overall, just wanted to say thank you guys and give you guys kind of a heads up of what was going on if you're not in the Discord, and why there was a little bit of a pause and what that emergency was that I had to tend to. So yeah, overall we're doing pretty well, doing pretty well. And again, yeah, I'm seeing all the love in the chat now too, which is really awesome. So yeah, thank you guys so much. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's Tuesday. We're already in August, which is insane. I'm just trying to think of where July actually went because I don't even remember. Did we do anything this past weekend? I'm trying. we
We lived.
yeah, we lived there. We lived.
I don't know what we actually did.
Uh,
It's all a blur.
my interim boss at work asked me, he said, "How was your weekend?" I said, "I don't think I did anything. I can't remember." That's how it wasn't that it was boring. We just didn't do anything, which was weird. Oh, okay, no, Saturday. I think I put it in the Discord. Saturday, me and my boys, we watched SummerSlam. So we did do that. That was our
Oh yeah.
Saturday. That was like pretty much all Saturday. Um, so we did do that. That was cool. But yeah, other than that, just church on Sunday. Went by so fast. Sometimes important to rest. Yes, I agree. Amir, I agree. Definitely, definitely true. I tell people all the time. I'm a night owl, so like I'm normally up pretty late, but I I always have a day at least once, maybe twice a month, where my body just shuts down. Like it tells me, like, nope, you gotta go to sleep. Normally happens on a Sunday. Sometimes it'll happen like on a weekday, but it's normally a Sunday. It happens at least 1 to 2 times a month, and I just go to sleep. I'm done. It's nothing else going. No, nothing else is gonna happen. Kept my kids alive. That was- sounds like you with Logan. Um,
Not so much anymore.
Not so much anymore. Yeah, when he was little, that was the case, but now he's much better.
We're just chilling now.
Now, yeah, it's good. It is good. Uh, Yeah, I ended up watching Ultraman Rising. No, not yet. Not yet. It's in my watch list on Netflix. Yeah, it's on Netflix. I have not started watching it yet. I'll be straight up with you. I just started watching Batman Cape Crusader, so I've got some reactions that are going to be coming for that because I'm reacting to that one. That's about 10 episodes. I'm gonna binge watch House of the Dragon just so I can get that in season two. I'm not gonna do reactions to that, but I'll probably do a review video on that one once I'm done. I got a lot of reviews to catch up on based on the things that you guys have been voting on. So I gotta catch up on that as well. So I'll get to Ultraman at some point for sure this month. I don't know if I'll do like reactions to it. Like how long are the episodes? Actually, now I think about it, they're like 20 something minutes. It's a kids show, so I don't think it should be that bad. Um, yeah, I haven't started watching it yet. Yo, Lynette, you know what's funny? We're actually gonna watch a video together of how he shoots his videos because I've always been interested in how he actually does it. Like I have an idea, I know how he does it, but I want to see how he puts it together. And so I saw that video came out about 3 days ago, which is crazy. I saw it popped up on my timeline. Had no idea he had this channel, and saw this video came out about 3 days ago. I was like, hey, we should watch this during the live stream today. So we're gonna check it out together. I think that one's gonna be pretty dope. Oh, it's a movie. Never mind. A 2 hour movie. Okay. Why did I think it was a show? Okay. Well, that makes it even easier then. It's a movie, so can sit, watch, check it out, go from there. Uh, Sweet. Okay. Yeah, no, we are gonna watch that before we're done today. We're gonna watch how I shoot my videos on Ryan George Extra Plus. If you guys didn't know, he has another channel, Ryan George Extra Plus, which I literally had no idea. I just put it in the chat if you haven't seen it. I mean, he's mostly like no context compilations that are on here from what I'm seeing, and it's only 4 videos, so he's not doing much here. But this how I shoot my videos is one I do want to check out because I think that'll be pretty dope. The Terminator anime, I did watch the trailer for that. That looks really cool, and I think I don't know. I just like that they're trying something different with that property because the movies haven't really been doing that well recently. So I'm very excited for that one because the trailer was pretty dope. I don't watch a whole lot of anime consistently. Like I watch it in spots, very sporadically. But that's one that I'll check out. Plus it's on Netflix, so easy access. Even though there's a ton of anime on Netflix, but I definitely have to make sure I check that out. I did think it was a show last time too. Yeah, I'm sorry. Name coming soon. I'm sorry. I can't. And it's funny because I even saved it, saw it was a movie, and I'm still thinking it's a show. I don't know why. Have you seen Louis C.K. Stand-ups? Only a couple from like a long time ago, but it's funny that you bring him up because we're rewatching. Wait, is this your first time watching Parks and Recreation? You've watched it before. You just didn't like it.
I haven't watched it the whole way through, but
I didn't finish the last season, so that'd be new
okay.
for me.
Well, be,
Well, yeah, I
yeah,
know that. Yeah,
I'm not nearly
yeah,
there.
no.
I've seen a couple handfuls of episodes with you, but never ever on my own.
Are you already past when they do they break up or is he still there? I know you're ahead of me right now, but
Who?
Louis C.K. the cop boyfriend
Yeah, they
for
broke
Leslie
up.
Nope. Okay, so he's gone. But yeah, he was showing up on the show. I forgot he was in that on that show, Parks and Recreation, as the cop. But I guess she's past that now. But I have not watched anything close to recent. I mean, obviously he had that whole little scandal thing, but uh, I have not seen all of most of his stuff. Just a few.
What was the scandal?
Didn't he like expose himself? He exposed himself to like people or something.
Oh, that's too
He
bad.
did something almost like a Pee Wee Herman thing. I thought, or he did it to was it around the Me Too? It was probably around the Me Too movement thing. I think that came out.
Mm,
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I want to say that's around the time it was happening. Can't wait to see your Cape Crusader reaction. I can't either. Okay, I gotta edit it. Uh, I'm only in episode one, so I think Brian Tidwell. We were talking about it in Discord because he said he was going to start it, and I think he started it that particular day, and I started it the next day. I'm only one episode in so far, but it feels like a reboot of the animated series. The animation feels weird in the beginning, uh, but it's pretty good. Voice acting is spot on. Batman obviously it's not Kevin Conroy, so that feels different, but it's still fine. It's still fine. I like it so far. There's a couple changes they make that are weird, but the essence of the characters are there. So that's what's most important. Even though they change some stuff with some characters, whether it's race or gender, the essence of the character and how they feel is definitely shown on screen. So I prefer that. He was confronted of pulling a Pee Wee Herman in front of colleagues. Ah, okay. Yep, I was right. Sucks that like most streaming services, you have to wait years for new seasons, and it's been 3 years since Beastars season two. I don't know about that one. Beastars. Beastars. Japanese manga series written and illustrated. It was serialized. What is it about? What? Why is it
A
Netflix?
world where carnivores and herbivores coexist. There's a lot of hope, love, and anxiety. Blah, blah, blah.
Huh. So it's animals going to school and living life.
Yeah.
Look at some pictures. Oh wow, yeah, literally. Okay, that's interesting. Is this like a furry thing? Like the furries like really like this show? Is that why it's a thing?
This is the final season of the Netflix series Beastars starts streaming in 2024 on Netflix. It's on there right now.
Yeah, apparently, or one or two seasons. Season three is about to happen. I don't know. Season two, I guess, is not on there yet. Crazy that it's called pulling a Pee Wee Herman, because that's how we remember it. Like I loved Pee Wee Herman, like the show, all that, the specials he would do, the movies. I grew up on that stuff, and even hearing about that, and I was kind of like, oh man, still enjoyed it. Still enjoyed it. Even watched the new one he had on Netflix. Uh, One of the last things he did. Yeah, but that's I think that's what it's always going to be called. Netflix upset you this week, Amanda? I won't take my husband's orders to Japan, so now we are paying for two subscriptions. Kind of. So your husband's in Japan and they won't like he can't like log in. You gotta have two subscriptions. He can't log in from where he's at right now. That sucks. Or he just won't allow him to use it unless he's use. Oh, okay. The creator of Deep Beastars didn't know furries were a thing when she made the manga. It just made them animals to work with her story. That's hilarious. Baki, is that the boxing one? Baki, or fighting one? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know about this one. I haven't watched it, but I know about it. That one looks pretty dope, though. I feel like action wise, I'd probably really like that one. I just have to get in the mode, or not mode, but mood to watch anime because I normally want to watch it. I don't normally want to watch the dub version, but it's easy to watch the dub. But sub is just so much better, so I prefer that. But yeah, because I still have to finish like whatever recent season of One Punch Man there is. Because I like One Punch Man. That one's actually hilarious. So I do check that one out. Oh, okay. So same creator. Oh, that's cool.
The father.
Hmm.
The father.
What about it? Where do you see that? What?
It says the creator of Baki is the creator of Beastar's father.
Oh, father. Okay, not the same person. The father. Oh, gotcha. Okay, never mind. Because Baki is a little bit older, right? Not like old, but just an older show. Yeah, I gotta check it out. But yeah, um, I did want to ask because obviously, a lot of people have seen Deadpool and Wolverine. Uh, I really enjoyed it. I think it's very rewatchable, so I do want to watch it again. I watched it on IMAX, which might have been my mistake because most of the people in there, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like there's a different kind of clientele that does IMAX movies, and those that don't. Uh, and so my theater was very quiet for almost all of the cameos that showed up, except Johnny Storm for some reason. I'm sorry if I'm spoiling this. If you've watched it, cool. If you haven't, I won't really spoil it. I guess that's the one I just said. I won't go into the others if you haven't watched it. But um, I, uh, I, me and my buddy, we were watching it and it was just like, this is great. Like all the cameos are great, but everybody was quiet throughout most of them except for like one or two. One especially that I thought people would be hyped for, but then I figured, okay, maybe most people didn't know about this, so this is catching them off guard. It was very quiet. So I feel like I need to go see it again just to get a better crowd. But I might be too late. It's still doing good though. Still getting a lot of money. Ranking in the cash. Let me see where it's at right now. Worldwide. Okay, so OBS is acting weird again. You guys are, yep, it's already doing it. Am I back? Oh, I'm back. Okay, never mind. Sorry about that. I was about to do a whole other one. But yeah, I was really upset with that. I just wait, just don't spoil the Wolverine cameo. Well, there were so many. I don't want to say any of them, but there was so many of those. um, yeah, no, my OBS was doing something weird where it almost like disconnected me. I apologize for that. So yeah, but I really enjoyed it. But overall, like, if have you seen it? I guess we'll do it that way. Let me know in the chat. Have you seen Deadpool and Wolverine? Yes or no? Let me know. Kung Fu Panda 4 made that much money? Good lord. Let me I'm checking this out here. That's insane. So no, no, don't care. Is is the sound back now? No. Oh, so okay. So Amanda, you said no, but you already know about some of the some of the cameos apparently. Okay, cool. That's it happens. The last major MCU movie that I spoiled for myself was so not Civil War, Winter Soldier, because of I mean I already knew about Bucky, but Shield being dismantled and Hydra being intertwined with Shield. I spoiled that for myself, but seeing it actually was great. This one I feel like you could be spoiled on some of the cameos, and I kind of saw a couple before going in, even though I knew about them or I'd heard rumors about them and then seeing them. I was like, okay. So I wasn't that bummed out though from that. It was actually it was still fine. But if you're interested, you definitely should check it out. I mean, people are watching it multiple times. Clearly, it's not an Inside Out 2 numbers. Most people were thinking like, oh, it could hit two billion. Nah, it's a rated R movie still, so you're not gonna hit that. But over a billion for sure, for sure. Flicklepool. It's hard for me to say it. Even during the video when he was saying it, I was like Flicklepool, 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 Flicklepool. One, two, and three, huh? No, I haven't watched that yet. It would be really dope if he like does a fake trailer, kind of like how he does the whole Nepo baby little trailer. It'd be cool if he did like a trailer for Flicklepoo 1, 2, and 3. Like just made a little mock trailer, parody trailer of a fake movie. He could do it. That'd be pretty dope. I'd be all for it. But yeah, it's funny. I haven't seen a number of these. You know what's crazy? Like obviously, I watched Deadpool, Wolverine. I don't care about Despicable Me 2. I still haven't watched Dune Part 2. That's on Max. I could watch that tonight if I wanted to. But you check that out. Um, Godzilla X Kong. I saw that. Didn't see Bad Boys. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I didn't watch that. You watched that the other day. What'd you think?
Man, I thought it was really good.
You watched the others too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought when I saw the preview for that one, we saw that one,
The trailer.
the trailer in theaters.
Mhm.
We were watching something else.
Mhm.
It was really good.
Yeah.
It was all that I hoped it would be. Also, I'm not like you, so don't. And probably some other enthusiasts, but like, my opinion of the movie is probably not as high, as other people. I wouldn't be as critical. I'm not as highly critical as you are regarding that. But I thought the movie was really good. I thought the story line was good. I like you saw, the humanity and all of it, and how we ruin things, and we're kind of,
Well, of course, yeah, makes sense.
So yeah, I liked it a lot.
I gotta check it out.
You were walking through. Was that the day you were watching with the boys? Was that Saturday?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's why.
Yeah, my night was completely taken with wrestling. Okay, yeah, Twisters was good. Saw Twisters. That one was dope.
Yeah.
A Quiet Place Day One. You guys know that that's already on YouTube. The full movie is on YouTube. You can watch the whole thing.
Did you watch it?
No, I started to. I just checked out the first 10 minutes. I was like, oh wow, that's cool. And then I was trying to figure out how is this on YouTube. But apparently it's some place that will just keep uploading it till they get caught and just keeps uploading on different accounts or whatever. And I'm like, how? I don't know. It's a little bit nutty. But that's on streaming already. Not for free, but to rent or buy.
Oh, you should do it.
Yeah. So yeah, Dune Part 2. Oh, Dune Part 2 was good. Pretty sandy though. Of course, rough. Gets everywhere. Ain't Anytime I think of sand, in that case, I think about what was that? Carbon talking to Kyle on South Park. He was asking him if he had sand, and it's funny. Yeah, Twisters was great. Twisters was it felt like the original movie, which I thought was good. It did some things different, but it was still fun. I liked it. It's a really good theater movie.
Yes, it is.
At home, probably probably okay, but theater, that was a good experience. It was a good crowd. No, it's normally always a good crowd with the pre-screenings. Yeah,
they do great
because they all want to be there. So I was like, let's enjoy it. Garfield movie. I'm surprised I made as much money as it has. Ghostbusters: Frozen Empire. You watched that recently too, I think, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah,
Where
you
were
like
you
that
at?
one? I came down and you were already watching it. And
You
it was
gotta jump in on this.
hey, um,
You gotta jump in on this. Ghostbusters.
she watches all the movies.
I should be doing the movie.
Yeah,
reviews,
you should be doing the
honestly.
reviews. Yeah, we're gonna switch this up.
Not really, but also, it was all right.
It didn't really
It was okay.
do all that well. It got 201 million worldwide.
It didn't make me want to watch it again. Obviously, I don't think any of the Ghostbusters, even back when we were kids, I've watched those again.
Oh yeah,
in the last handful
Shoot.
of months or so.
Last year we watched it, wasn't it? Or was it this year?
That was this year.
It was this year we were watching?
Yeah, but no, I think I think it was forgettable because I already forgot that I watched it. So
Yeah, already. Yeah, I don't know. Fall Guys, still haven't checked that out. That's about to be on Peacock though, later this month. So I'll check that out then. If is on Paramount Plus. Haven't watched that yet, so I'll check that out. Furiosa, I'm pretty sure is gonna be on Max pretty soon. Beekeeper. That's that Jason Statham one. said, and number 21. How did you get here? I can't do it. Didn't you watch that, Madam Web? Or you started to? I couldn't do it. Yeah, you did watch
I
that.
did.
I couldn't do
I
it.
also forget about that movie too. So
I think I watched like a little bit of the first few minutes with you when the mom was in the jungle, and I was like, I can't. I just can't do it. Yeah.
yeah.
It's like,
I mean, it definitely didn't make me want to watch it again.
no, no.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I give it, like, I watched the whole thing, so it wasn't horrible. Probably like a 5, just like a 4 or 5, something like that.
Sounds about right. Sounds about right. Mean Girls, that was a musical. Never mind. I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, Madam Web at 21. Argyle at 23. Challengers at 24. That's yeesh. Oh, where's that one that just only made $9 million recently? Harold and the Purple Crayon. That literally came out this past weekend and only made $9 million. I guess they thought maybe kids that couldn't go see Deadpool and Wolverine would go see that, but the kids were just taking to see Wolverine, I'm sure.
Because that's what parents do these days.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Toddlers in the movie.
I was like, yeah, 9 million? It's like, yikes. That's bad. But yeah, no, there's still a number of movies on here I gotta see for 2024, but I'm also still catching up for 2023 movies, to be honest. Let's be honest. I'll say it every time. Next theater movie is will be Beetlejuice. Yeah. And that's what, September 9th or 16th, sometime in September. That's gonna be coming. Ghostbusters was too family friendly. Okay, so it's too family friendly. You didn't. Daniel was. You're opposed to that, huh? No. Like compared to the originals, too family friendly. That kind of makes sense. I mean, because I feel like the new ones, even the old ones, to today's standards, are kind of. I mean, to today's standards, they're family friendly. But
yeah, well, but even back then they were. But watching it now, you're like, oh wow, I don't remember like
all the language,
innuendos and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's
There's
true.
some language, but not too bad.
That's true.
This one was it was a little boring.
I was like, eesh. Let me see. Beekeeper was dope. Okay, I heard a lot of good things about Beekeeper. To be honest, isn't that the guy who played Flynn Rider in Tangled, the Purple movie? The Harold. Wait, what? Hold on. Was that this one? Harold and the Purple Crayon. It's Zachary Levi, the guy who played Shazam. He's the lead in it anyway, and he's like a grown up version of the kid from the book apparently, which I'm like, okay, I don't understand why they did that, but yeah, a lot happening there. What's something else? What's everybody's thoughts on all this? Let's see, where can I find it? Where's the picture? Give me a picture. There we go. Yeah. What are our thoughts on this? if you were kind of keeping up with Comic-Con, which I sort of was. Obviously everything was going on with our family. So I was away, but I was kind of keeping up with it. But anybody else check this out? Anybody else know about this? Anybody else have thoughts on this? We got Robert Downey Jr. is going to be Doctor Doom going to show up in Fantastic Four apparently in some way, or be name dropped at least. And then Avengers Doomsday is the next Avengers movie. They're getting rid of Kang. The whole Jonathan Major stuff happened, and they're it looks like they're just completely getting rid of the character. And now they're going with Doctor Doom, which I'm happy they're going with Doctor Doom, but I didn't expect them to go with Robert Downey Jr. to be Doctor Doom. But I like it and I don't like it, so I'm kind of on two sides of the fence. I think one, I like it because it gives actors that we want to come back to do something different, do something potentially new, and have a little bit more fun with it. The reason I don't like it is because I was kind of hoping it'd be like a new actor. Give somebody else a chance. um, they needed to announce it though, or announce something, because it's been up in the air for a long time. At one point, it was going to be Cillian Murphy, who was Oppenheimer in the Oppenheimer movie. At one point, he was in the running to be Doctor Doom. There was a few other names, and so yeah, now they got him here. Uh, hey, Stubby, what's up? Money grab, probably. Oh, it gives Doctor Doom the Time Stone in the comic series. There's a lot of different ways they can go at it. They really do need to just change things up a little bit to get us hype. But I'll be honest with you, this announcement, because I watched the highlights of their other announcements on YouTube, and their announcement of this, it felt like old Marvel, like phase, kind of, I guess I'll say 1 through 3 Marvel, as far as the how they used to announce things back then and really surprise us and all that kind of stuff. So that I actually did really like. It was cool. But it was funny because almost everybody already knew. Like, there was people yelling, RDJ, RDJ, Robert Downey Jr., RDJ. And then he shows his face and everybody gets hype. I like that. I thought that was cool. But I'm mixed. I'm mixed. And not be, again, not, I think he'll do a great job in the role because he would kind of bring a different kind of flavor to it that we probably wouldn't expect. So that part I'm okay with. I was just hoping for a different actor, like give somebody else a chance, bring in somebody new, maybe even someone, I don't want to say a lesser known actor because that is a big character, but that would definitely make somebody's career, if they come in and do a good job in that role within the MCU. It's just different. Didn't really do it that well for the guy who did it for the Fox Fantastic Four movies. I mean, he had that show Nip Tuck or whatever on FX, but uh, MCU roles are different. It kind of catapults you to a different level. They kind of needed to reverse the sinking ship that's been the MCU in films and TV as of late. Hopefully, this will do it. Yeah, yeah, Stacey, I agree. I think one it would definitely do it because it's a change up from what people were expecting. There were so many rumors out there that RDJ was going to come back as a different version of Iron Man. So for him to be Doctor Doom, which I still think is going to be a different multiversal Doctor Doom, it's not going to be like the main what's our universe 616 Doctor Doom. I don't think he's going to be that. I could be wrong. I think he'll be a Doctor Doom from another universe, but he'll be the main one. And because he's got art, Tony Stark's face, that's going to be a thing. Like you already know that's going to be a thing in the story or the plot, or it's going to make the characters feel some kind of way. So there'll be that aspect to it. But I'm just interested in kind of see like what he'll bring to the role, being a villain now. And I like it though. I would like for other actors to come back and be villains, not like another hero. Be a villain. And here's the thing: they've done the actor swap before. Like the lady who's in what's her name? I can't remember her name, but she was in Captain Marvel and she was in the Eternals. Let's see, I can't remember her name, but same actor. Here we go. Her. Gemma, is it Gemma Chan or Gemma Chan? I want to say Gemma Chan. Yeah. So here she is in Captain Marvel. Here she is in Eternals. She's playing different characters. And they've done this a couple of times, I believe. So it's not like it's a new thing, but now they can do it in a, again, multiversal way where this one was they just used the same actress for two different roles. So the fact that they've done that before, I'm like, I'm cool with it. But I want them to do something different with, his portrayal, I guess is where I'm at. Let's see, Iron Bench. Is it Iron Bench? Iron Bench 5. So excited for RDJ to return as Doom. Chris, you're pessimistic, so you think it's gonna flop. You think Fantastic Four is gonna flop, or you think this move with RDJ as Doctor Doom is gonna flop? Which one? Where you at with that? Maybe he takes over after the power vacuum left by Wanda on that one multiverse. I'm pretty sure they're gonna start to bring things together with what they were doing in phase four, and we're currently in phase five right now, right? Um, so I feel like things will start to come together because it's been a mess, and so I feel like this next set of movies, or at least these Avengers movies, are going to be more like cleanup with what they've been doing to hopefully make the next phase of movies more cohesive because it's been so disjointed with all these shows and movies lately. So that's been the most frustrating thing for me. Do you think Fantastic Four will be a good movie? I think so. They have a really good cast, and the fact I didn't like at first that they were doing a different like multiverse 1960s. Like they're not, this Fantastic Four team is not in our main universe or the main timeline. Um, but the fact that they're doing an alternate universe thing and then they'll bring them in, I think it's cool because you can do a lot of different stuff. You can have a, you can give us a different look of New York in this universe. It's gonna feel fresh. It's gonna feel new. They're gonna do right by the characters. I'm better than what Fox did. I hated those movies personally. I like Silver Surfer in the sequel of those, but the movies themselves are just too silly. Also, we're getting Galactus, which I think will be really cool. Okay, so the move with RDJ, you're not feeling it. Okay. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Oh, I'm here. I'm here. Everything's good. So you're not feeling the move with RDJ. Okay. And again, I can see both sides of it. I think it maybe was more the publicity route, like the stunt of it, the unexpected nature of it is what's really intriguing. But I do think they should have chosen somebody else. That's just me. But again, if you kind of start it like this, then you kind of have to continue it when it comes to uh allowing characters to come back and play like villains. I would prefer it be that way than a character coming back and just playing another hero. Which again, they already did that a little bit in Deadpool and Wolverine, but that was more a love letter to the Fox MCU universe. Well, Fox Marvel universe. Can't say MCU for that. Yeah, RDJ's playing Doctor Doom. He sure is. He's getting paid like 76 million or 79 million dollars just for the movie he's gonna be in. I'm like, good lord. Kind of poetic in a way. Yeah, yeah, yeah. In a way, in a way. Okay, so you don't think it's going to be because of the story? I'm sorry, RDJ. You think because of the story it's going to flop? As far as Avengers Doomsday or Fantastic Four, I don't think he's really going to show up much in Fantastic Four. I'd be surprised. I feel like they're going to name drop and things like that. Maybe could do an end credit scene, but um, I feel like Avengers Doomsday could be cool. I just hope, I don't know. I don't want them to linger too much on he has the same face as Tony and they're feeling sad. I don't want a whole lot of that. See it, get over it. Sorry, see it, get over it. Get over over it. Figure out how to beat him. That's all I care about. No, okay, so Nicolas Cage can't be Galactus because they've already cast Galactus for a Fantastic Four. They already got him. Uh, he's a guy with an amazing voice. If you watch the movie The Green Knight, he played the Green Knight, or at least he voiced the Green Knight. I think he played him too. Um, this guy, Ralph Ineson. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. Yeah, this is our Galactus. He's already been cast. He's probably gonna do like motion capture and and obviously the voice, but his voice is he's got a good voice. He's got a good voice. So yeah, no, Nicolas Cage couldn't do it. I know Ryan Reynolds was trying to get Nicolas Cage to be uh, Ghost Rider in Deadpool and Wolverine, but it didn't work out. So there was a whole thing there they were trying to do. Yes, he eats planets, and he's not a cloud. He's not a big cloud. uh, I'm sure someone else probably knows more about Galactus than I do, but I've always thought. I mean, he's like it says even in this one, like here, like on this comic, Galactus, the Devourer. He yeah, I always thought there was kind of some type. There's always some type of dilemma there with him in certain ways, but I always felt like he was a straight up bad guy. That's what I always thought. I didn't think there was anything kind of redeeming about him necessarily. So yeah, I say he's a bad guy, but some others may know more based on comics and stuff. I haven't read too much Fantastic Four stuff myself, but yeah, I think I think it's gonna be pretty cool. At least Marvel got something right, getting him to play his voice. Yeah, thank you, Daniel. You get it, so you've heard his voice. You know, uh, that's yeah, that voice is something else. And if you've watched The Green Knight, you've heard it there, and it sounds amazing. I wanted to hear more of his character in the movie because his voice is it's very mesmerizing. It's very deep, and you listen to every single word he says. I believe he was kind of like Thanos and absorbed too much power and had to eat planets to survive, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, well, that makes sense. I mean, because that was I was watching a little bit on Disney Plus. They have the Silver Surfer cartoon. It's hilarious for all the wrong reasons, but aspects of it does give you a background on some things, mainly for Silver Surfer and how he becomes a herald of Galactus. So like that was cool. But it does make him out to be just a straight up villain. As far as the two episodes I watched, it's just a little too slow. But the two episodes I watched, they were fun because you're learning some new stuff. But uh, yeah, in that one, it does show like he's got to eat planets. Like that's why he has the heralds to search out planets for him to consume so that he can stay alive. Otherwise, he'll die. 10-2 Gaming, what's up? The Neighborhood. I can't spell today. Oh, that. Oh, I can't watch shows like this. CBS shows, like I don't know. The only ones that work for me right now are like Fox and some NBC. Uh, I watched some of the trailers for that show, and I'm just like, this is not that funny. But that's just me. It's me. Not saying it's how anybody else should feel. Am I into horror films? Yes, that's my favorite genre of film. Lately, they haven't been that great, so it's been a little bit boring. But yes, I love horror. I love it. It's my mom's fault. Ah, Babadook. I have not seen that one yet. It's on my watch list though, but I haven't seen that one yet. That's another suggestion there. Yes, the new Alien movie does look good. That's what, the 16th? So next week Friday. Definitely checking that one out. Because that's the trailers look great. Some of the clips I've seen look great. It's got the vibe. It's definitely got the vibe of the older movies, the good ones. How's it my mom's fault? Because she loves horror too. She's the one that like I'm the reason I saw Alien and Aliens at a very young age. Um, she loves horror. Alien is one of her favorite like franchises as far as horror. She loves that. But yeah, we were young watching horror movies, kids, and it's kind of stuck with me. So yeah, I say it's her fault, but actually, like I'm very glad that she let us watch those movies. And yes, I am going to change the intro into something scary. I need to get ahead a little bit on some things when it comes to that because I want to watch mostly horror related things in the month of October. So yes, I will change up the intro like I've normally done in the past. That will definitely come back. What's the best movie ever in your opinion? Wow, that's a that's a question. Sheesh. Best movie ever? It's a very subjective question, obviously. It's going to be different for everyone. But right now, again, my favorite movie, and sometimes it changes from time to time, but I always go back to this. Yeah, objectively, a personal enjoyment. Yeah. Um, uh, it's, ooh, I still think The Matrix is hard to beat. And that's just because of like how outside of just how fun the movie is and how cool of a hero origin story it is and the world building within it, uh the the hero moments, like there's every movie kind of has a hero moment, or like most movies, but especially action movies and obviously these superhero movies, there's always that one like hero moment where it's like, oh, all right, here, this is where they understand their true power, or this is when they understand their true purpose. And Neo going against Agent Smith in the hallway, that's, for me, that's hard to beat. That one's pretty hard to beat, and it was filmed fantastically as well. That one's hard to beat. So I might have to go with the first Matrix. I love Reloaded mainly because of the group Agent Smith fight against Neo. Like that hadn't been done before like that, and that was amazing. But there's aspects of that movie where it kind of loses its way a little bit. Does a little too much. But the first one, absolutely love that movie, and that's still currently it's my favorite movie. Like when people ask me, that's the movie I go to, and so I think that might be the best for me. It's very watchable, even still. And then again, just the impact it had on pop culture and also on action movies moving forward. A lot of times you're always coming back to that. There were some movies that kind of overdid it or did a little too much. Shoot, you even saw some aspects of it in the Acolyte final episode when he was like doing some kick martial arts kicks on the bad guy. I was like, that's the Matrix right there. So it's still showing up even today after all these years. Uh, so yeah, I have to go with the Matrix personally. That's one of the best for me. Killer's Game. Oh yeah, that Dave Bautista movie. I feel like he's still kind of finding his spot as an actor. I think he's a great actor, especially as a wrestler. He's one of the best, probably the best, to be honest, to me. Going from actor to, I'm sorry, from wrestler to actor, way better than The Rock, that's for sure. He's got better movies, but there's certain movies he does, and I'm like, like these ones he's doing, My Spy. Yeah, Eternal City, the sequel. I saw the first one with my daughter at a pre-screening a while ago. Um, that's one where I watch and I'm like, okay, I guess you got to get a kid movie in there. Something, I don't know. Does he have kids? You got to get a kid movie in there, and it's okay. But like Killer's Game is more like his speed. But I feel like he should be doing more stuff like that. Killer's Game, which it does look kind of cool. It's funny we were thinking the same thing. We were thinking the same one. Um, yeah, but actually, you guys put it in the chat. Put like what in your mind, or for you, your opinion, your objective feelings. What's the best movie? What's the best movie out there? One, I'm interested because maybe you guys might put some stuff in there I haven't seen before, so I'd like that. So if it's whatever your favorite movie is, favorite or what you think is the best movie, go ahead and put it in the chat. I will say this though, another one that I do really enjoy. I don't watch it often, but The Departed with Leonardo DiCaprio, Jack Nicholson, Matt Damon. That's that's a really good one. I mean, anything, almost anything, directed by. Why am I forgetting his name now? Oh my God! Come on, Mike, you got this. You can get the name. Come on. It's not coming to me. Martin Scorsese. Whew, that was close. Whew. Oh, Daniel, that's yours. Okay. Yeah, The Departed. That's a really good one. That might be number two for me, but I don't watch it often, and I really need to because it's a really good film, masterfully directed. The acting is amazing. So yeah, that one's a good one. The Dark Knight is your favorite. That's a good one. That's still one of my all time favorite comic book movies for sure. Definitely still my favorite Batman movie currently. Uh, I'm wondering if Robert Pattinson's Batman movies could top it. It's a possibility. We'll see what happens with the next one if they keep it. Let's see. Really hot take. Tropic Thunder. That's your favorite. That's your all time favorite. That's a good one. That's hilarious. That's for sure. No comedy beats that. Oh my god. Yeah, Dragon. Yeah, no, you're right. The problem with big movies is that once they come up with a new effect, like bullet time, they overuse it in other movies, and they did for a minute. It was in different ways, but you kept seeing it over and over and over. So it was getting a little bit annoying. Um, that's why I'm kind of glad. Like even though we've got Avatar and Avatar: The Way of Water, it hasn't taken over where we have a ton of movies trying to do the motion capture like that. They're using it in different ways. I think they kind of use something kind of similar with these Planet of the Apes movies, these current ones, but it's not like trying to take over where everybody's trying to do it. So that I like. Um, Borderlands, yeah. I haven't watched anything on Borderlands. I've played the games, love the games. Haven't watched anything on on the movie because I'm not really excited for it. It's a video game movie, and most times those don't work. We've had some good hits lately, mainly on TV, um, more than anything. But I'm not excited for it. Are they ever going to stop making Star Wars related TV/films, or are they going to keep milking that franchise forever? They're going to keep milking it. They're going to. We got Skeleton Crew coming out, I think this year, I believe. That's the next show. You still got the Mandalorian movie they're doing. I think they may still be doing a season 4 of Mandalorian, but they've got a lot of stuff they're still doing there. And then you got the Ray movie that they're going to do. So yeah, they're still milking that whole franchise. Unfortunately. Chris, The Prestige is a really good one. That is a good one. What was the other one with Edward Norton that was almost like the same movie? Uh, uh, Sorcerer, not Sorcerer, the Illusionist. Let me see. Yep. Wow, I'm good. The Illusionist. I remember this came out like didn't it come out around the same time? This was 2006. Yeah, it was the same. It was the same year. Obviously, one I'm pretty sure did better than the other. Same year. Um, yeah, yeah. Anchovy Hopkins, yes. The Prestige, the Hugh Jackman door teleportation one, yes. Where David Bowie was Nikola Tesla. I thought that was pretty cool. Hey, Wolf Clan, what's up? Yeah, the Prestige, amazing. The Illusionist, still a good movie. Just I think it came out at the wrong time. Even if it came out before the Prestige, it wouldn't have mattered. The Prestige was going to win that no matter what. Dragon, you hated the Dark Knight movies because of the gravelly voice he uses as Batman. Every Batman after him used it, kind of. Not really Pattinson though. Robert Pattinson didn't really use it. Like he's just using his regular voice the whole time, which it's okay. Uh, the voice did get worse over time, that's for sure. I will say this though, and I don't know if I've said this before, or if I voiced it, and maybe you feel the same way. Let me know. While I love the Dark Knight movies, I think the trilogy itself is amazing. Um, the Dark Knight's still my favorite of the three. I'm starting to love the Dark Knight Rises more and more as I check it out. Um, but that's not my Batman though. Like I like Chris, I love Christian Bale in the role. He was a good Bruce Wayne and Batman. The duality there was good, but he's not my Batman because during the majority of the three movies, outside of the first one, the second and the third, he's trying not to be Batman. He wasn't even Batman that long, which I know will be realistic because who could do that for real, after that long. But um, yeah, that's why he's not my Batman because Batman for me is a guy of like I have to do this, like only I have to do this and only I can do this. That's Batman. And in those movies, that was not really him. So I was like, eh. Let's see, what was that? Wolf Clan, my day is going pretty well. It's going pretty well. I was very tired. I was very tired, but now I've been doing this. I'm like, I've got some energy. Plus, my wife, maybe some coffee. Thank you. And I felt it kick in immediately. Very good. Um, Hopefully, you're having a good day too. Just saw that a few days ago. I like it, but there's another good one with Christian Bale and Hugh Jackman about two magicians trying to outdo each other. Yeah, that's Prestige. Yep, that's Prestige. Serenity, that's a good one. That's one that I'm actually kind of glad they didn't like try to blow that one up into like a huge franchise. Obviously, it was a show with Firefly and then Serenity, the movie. The show I only watched a little bit of. I actually watched the movie first, and then I watched some of the show. But the movie was great. I really enjoyed it. So I thought I love the characters, and I just always enjoy kind of like the team dynamic that director can bring. Now I'm forgetting another director's name. Oh my god. Uh, he did the Avengers. Why am I going crazy? Do 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 do. Serenity. Not that one. Womp, womp, womp. Joss Whedon. There we go. Jeez, what's wrong with me today? Yeah, apparently. Good lord. Yeah, Whedon. There we go. um, yeesh. Gran Torino is my favorite movie, as well as Invictus. Those are both movies directed. Wait, was he in? He wasn't in Invictus though. He's in Gran Torino, but he's not in Invictus, right? Isn't that Matt Damon? Or am I going crazy? It is Matt Damon and Morgan Freeman. Perfect. Yes. Yeah, Clint Eastwood directed both of those, right? Because Morgan Freeman's supposed to be Mandela. Yeah, yeah. So I know I wasn't going crazy. Yeah, that's the Gran Torino was a good one too. I actually enjoyed that one. Um, you couldn't understand Inception. I thought Inception was great. I love that movie. Tom Hardy's Bane voice was permeated subsequent has permeated subsequent Bane portrayals as well. It's funny with the Bane with his Bane portrayal. I loved it. I actually liked the voice from the first few trailers before they changed it because they ended up changing it mainly because I think people couldn't understand or hear what he was saying. But I liked that personally, so I was hoping they keep it. But the change up was still fine too. Seeing him talk about it and kind of like show how he was doing the voice without the mask is weird, but he's Tom Hardy's just a super talented dude, that's for sure. Shawshank Redemption and The Green Mile. You can't miss with those. You can't miss with those. Both sad movies in different ways. But I really do enjoy both of those as well. Green Mile. Ooh, if you had to choose one to keep though, Green Mile or Shawshank Redemption. Okay. Okay, so Vonda said Shawshank. She would keep Shawshank. So Dragon, what about you? If you got both, but you can only keep one, which one are you keeping? Shawshank Redemption or Green Mile? I think I'm gonna go Shawshank too myself. I personally I prefer the ending of Shawshank. That's kind of my reason. But both are great movies. I haven't seen Gen V. I already know about the what happens at the end, sort of. Not what happens, just who shows up. I know about that, but I have not watched it. And I think I heard technically I need to watch that. I think somebody in one of the previous lives we've done said you kind of need to watch that before you watch The Boys season 4. So I guess I'll check that out first. They're supposed to be doing a season 2 of Gen V apparently. So it seems like that spinoff is doing well and it's going to keep rolling. If you don't cry during the Green Mile, you're an AI. I almost agree with that. John Coffey. Oh, it's got some things from Gen V. Okay, well then, yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out first then, and then get into it. The Next 3 Days with Russell Crowe is a really good one. I remember that vaguely, kind of. Like for some reason, I remember the poster, but I don't. Is Naomi Watts in that? The Next 3 Days. Who was in this one? Yeah, cast. Oh, Elizabeth Banks, Olivia Wilde, Liam Neeson. Okay, no, I haven't seen this. Looking at this, like, who, what, where? Nope, haven't seen it. Hmm. Haven't finished Walking Dead yet, let alone Fear and other spinoffs. Yeah, I'd let go of The Walking Dead after, like, even before uh, the Negan storyline, before that season ended. So season 6, I started watching season 6 and I kind of let it go after a while. I was like, it's just this cycle of doing the same things over and over again. So and Fear, I couldn't get into. We tried to watch Fear the Walking Dead at one point. We were like, this sucks. I hear it gets better, but I was like, no, couldn't do it. There's so many other spinoffs too. I hear the Daryl Dixon one is good. When he's like in, what is he, in Paris? Something like that. I hear that one's pretty cool. Yeah, Shawshank's ending is what I prefer. Everything leading up to that is very bleak, but and heartbreaking. But yeah, the ending is the best. Longest Yard. Steve, I can't tell if you're joking or not. All right. Are we talking about? Wait, are we talking about the original? Because isn't that was a remake, wasn't it? The Adam Sandler one. You talking about the '74? Or are we talking about 2005? Where are we at? Burt Reynolds or that was Burt Reynolds, right? Or Adam Sandler? Which one we at? I need an answer on this one. I, I don't know. I mean, I could see somebody saying, the original is their favorite. I don't know. I could see that. uh, the Coven Head. Hello. Greetings. Greetings. If you had to make a movie, what would it be about? Okay. I've never told anybody this, so this will be new for you. Uh, for some reason, I always have this. It's something that I dream about a lot, and I think it's because I don't want to experience it. Um, but if I were to, I mean, obviously, I would definitely want to do like some kind of action film or something that's kind of like horror or sci-fi. So I'll give you two. One that I actually did write. It was more of a short film. But then another that I have dreams about, and when I think about a movie that I'm making, I always have this thought in my head. But it's pretty much about a man who's dealing with the loss of his wife. It's like literally what it is. It's a very sad movie, which is weird for me. Like doing a drama is not something I would think about. But yeah, but he loses his wife. It's not like a tragic death or anything. It's just like, she passes. And it's just him dealing with that and taking care of his kids. It's the weirdest thing. I know it's like
she doesn't pass an old age.
oh no, she doesn't. Yeah. I'm sorry. That's why I said this is gonna be weird. But I had to answer the question. Okay. um, yeah, it's kind of the one that I always go to, even though I have a lot of dreams that are like mostly dystopian future and sci-fi and stuff. But that's one where I like if I were to make something, I'd probably do something like that. I don't know, for me, it always it makes me feel a certain kind of way, like emotionally, and I think it would translate pretty well on screen. We've seen things like it before, but I don't know. I feel like I could bring some kind of different spin to it, maybe, possibly. But yeah, that's the one. The other one though is It's one that I was actually gonna make it. This is back when we were in Detroit, and I was with a group of guys, and we were kind of like working on movies and stuff. And I wrote a short, and it was about a guy who's pretty much trying to be a rapper or singer, but he lost his friend. I can't remember how exactly, but he lost his friend. His friend passed away, and he's kind of being haunted by like the guilt of like what happened with it. Again, I can't fully remember what it was. So it was more of like a kind of like a comedy, drama, horror type situation. And because he's seeing visions of his friend, but he's also seeing like other types of like demonic things, and he feels like something's coming after him. So it was actually pretty dope. I thought like I had some people read it and check it out, and they were like, "Oh, this is actually really cool." We just never got to making it, so it didn't happen. But maybe one day. The only other idea I had that was superhero kind of related has already kind of been made, sort of. But I don't know if anybody's seen Samaritan with oh, I can't think of names. Sylvester Stallone, where he's,
Oh yeah.
if you haven't seen it, sorry, spoilers, but it's been out. It's on Amazon Prime. Where you think he's the good guy hero, but it turns out he was the villain. He was the bad guy, but he ends up turning into a good guy. Um, my version wasn't that, but my version was kind of the dynamic of that, where it's a kid who goes to this guy's house because his baseball got in their backyard, and he goes in to get the ball, and he kind of accidentally finds out this guy used to be a superhero back in like the 60s and 70s or whatever. And so it's like you get background on that and his relationships with like heroes back in that day. So it's a world where heroes do exist, or did exist, and then they kind of like got shut down, and they're not around anymore. And so this boy is learning about this guy. So I was like, and that's when I wrote in like a journal I had when I was a kid. Um, but I still remember it like to this day, uh, the look and everything. So yeah, who knows? One day, one day. Uh, oh yeah, Mr. Miyagi prequel show. Like so, like some. I'll be honest, Steve. Something like that I probably watch, but I'll be straight up with you guys. I'm not. I can't watch Cobra Kai. I can't.
Yeah, get some
It.
Cobra Kai.
I can't. I just Bonda's into it. My mom's into it.
Okay.
Is Kayla watching it? I can't remember, but like
Oh no.
I know so many people that watch it, and it just doesn't work. The acting is so stiff, the fighting is so slow. I don't even care about the story anymore. I'm like, it ended fine. Like it ended perfectly fine. I don't care about these guys. I think that's what it is. I do not care about any of those characters as they're older. So like I can't do it. I can't. I love the first Karate Kid movie. That was my Matrix back in the day. Like seeing how all that went down, I loved it. But now I'm like, I don't care what he's doing. I don't. Just, let's move on.
They had me at hello.
Oh God. And she's watching it. I'm sitting there trying to watch it. I'm just like, it's so bad. For me, it's bad. It's just like I
It's
know
not.
people love it,
It's
but
not great, but I love it. I
no.
don't know.
Yeah, I can't do it. Can't do it. Uh, let's see. Alien sounds like a good movie, but I'm too scared to watch horror. Yeah, no. If you haven't watched any of the other ones, then yeah, you're probably not gonna. You're probably not gonna get into it. I'm sure this next one should be good though. We'll see. Deep Rising is an absolute guilty pleasure of mine. Deep Rising. What I for a second I was thinking of the video game. Deep Rising. There's another one, a 2023 version. Is that a new one or is wait. Oh, that's a documentary. Narrated by Jason Momoa. Okay. Deep Rising. A newly unveiled ocean liner, the Argona Ar, Argonautica. Okay. Sets out on his first cruise, only to encounter dangers both on board and in the ocean depths. While the beautiful thief, Trillian, oh, okay, yeah, that's her, attempts to steal riches from the boat's wealthy passengers, the ship encounters major problems, most notably a giant, murderous sea creature with tentacles. Eventually, a boat captained by John Finnegan comes across the Argonautica, and everyone struggles to survive the monster. Interesting. Was this on Sci-Fi? It's literally, it sounds like something that was probably on Sci-Fi. This wasn't in theaters, right? This was like on TV. That's what it sounds like. There's a kill count for this. Oh, interesting. Never heard of it. Was it in theaters? That's crazy. Daryl Dixon is your favorite of the spinoffs. Nice. Did anybody watch that one with the teenagers that like leave? Can't remember what it was called. I just thought you were talking about random miscellaneous prison movies. The Burt Reynolds one was actually really good though. Sandler's one was funny. Yeah, it was funny. Like I've seen that one. The Burt Reynolds one I haven't seen all of. Adrian, I know I'm late, so you're probably gone already, but bye. Bye bye. Let's see. Five gifted from Steve O. Thank you, bro. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now they're all popping in there. Everyone, thanks, Steve O. Everyone who got a membership just now, thanks, Steve O. He's the one that got that for you. That's what's up. Thank you so much. Oh, these are good ideas. Thanks, Wolf Clan. Thanks. I try. I'm not as creative story wise as I used to be, like writing stuff out and trying to mess with different ideas. I do have one other idea though that would it's more of like a globe trotting adventure, almost like a James Bond esque type thing, but there was like a scientific aspect to it. That was pretty cool. That one I never actually wrote out. I just did like a mind map of that one where I had all all three acts and like locations and kind of what the story would be about, but I didn't fully flesh it out. But that one was cool too. Again, that one's still up here. That one's up here. Superhero one's still up here. The man grieving still up there. And there's a dystopian thriller one in there too, but who knows? One day I'll probably be super old when I actually like sit down and write it. Uh,
The one you
who
said
knows?
about the grieving one, they made that one already. Remember Kevin Hart, that movie Kevin Hart was in? I just thought about that. That one actually made you
That
emotional
one
too.
was very good.
What was
Yeah, it was
that?
around the beginning. Fatherhood.
Fatherhood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That
So
one
there,
got me.
yeah.
That one got me. Got me. I mean, not necessarily, because it could be done differently. It's been done in many different ways, but
I know, but
who knows? Uh, let's see. Was your movie inspired by 8 Mile? A little. Wait, which one?
the rapper losing his
Oh, the
friend.
rapper one, losing his friend. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, everything's been made, to a degree. It's got to have a little kind of a little different spin on it. I think that's kind of why I was going more the horror angle, but also it was gonna be more immersive with the music. So I don't know if anybody remembers um, what's that Kanye album. I won't pull up the cover because it's a little bit revealing, but uh, dark fantasy. I can at least type it in here. Kanye, dark. Yeah, my beautiful dark twisted fantasy. If you remember, if you watched the visual album he did for that, it was on YouTube. It was great. I loved it. That was more the idea for that particular movie. It was more of like, okay, it's gonna incorporate, some comedic elements. It's gonna incorporate mostly some horror elements, but it's going to be a music video, really. Like, and the music video is pretty much that particular artist's finished album. So like you're listening to his album, and my brother was gonna do the music, and so it was gonna be dope. We had a plan and everything, but it just didn't come together. But that was more where the idea came from. It's gonna be more of a visual album that was a movie. It was gonna have a full on story, and everything was gonna be connected more than like that that album was. So that's kind of how it was for me. Hi there, hello. I enjoy your content. I get giddy every time you upload a reaction to Ryan George, Pitch Meeting, Cinema Sins, Honest Trailer, or His She. How it should have ended. So you got that going for you, which is nice. Thank you. I'm going to say this wrong, but snuffy, I'll say it both ways. I appreciate that. They're always fun. So like, hey, as long as those are going, we'll keep them rolling. See, we've got a couple people that are not big fans of Cobra Kai, so we're here. We're here.
It's not great.
It's,
I
it's
admit
not.
that.
It is
It's
not.
not good, but I still like it. It's, you know how people have like that one thing that's like trash TV, but they still watch
Reality
it,
TV, yeah,
huh?
yeah. We're like reality TV,
Yeah, but this is like that,
Ratchet.
but not
It's
ratchet.
not that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like it, but it's not it. Yeah, yeah. I think it's the kid actors because they're all bad. I think that's what it is.
You know what though? What was the other Girl Meets World? That one, tear jerker.
Oh yeah, that was a good show.
I cried like every episode of that first season,
Yeah,
and
but they did that. I don't know.
but they
I feel
did
like
it so much
it
better.
was way
Better
better.
actors
Yeah,
as well,
and
but
the scenarios were better. Like you
yeah,
could still relate to all of it because even though it was it's like a kid going through stuff again. Some of us as kids went through some of that stuff, so you were like reliving some things,
yeah.
then seeing the adult dynamics because of our parents with it too. So it was like, yeah, it was
Yeah,
cool.
and like the way that they handled it, they always
Yeah.
handled the things she was going through, and
Hmm.
it was very real. It felt very
I agree.
real. Cobra Kai, it doesn't really feel real.
It's like people wouldn't do this. It's like
No.
anytime certain things would happen, they start fighting. I'm like, that's not real life. Like
It's
this isn't.
funny though.
But it's in that world, it works. Like this is how it
It's a
is.
dramedy, but they don't know it yet.
Yeah, pretty much. Ugh, I can't do it. He said, "Hey folks, just a friendly reminder. This is your friendly neighborhood fat man." Okay, Steve. Oh, okay. He said, "Hit that like button." I can always count on Steve for the quick in chat plugs. So always appreciate it. I've only seen season one of Cobra Kai and thought that Daniel and Johnny's troubles would have been solved if they just talked to each other. Thank you.
Yeah.
Just like most, some movies that just rely on conflict with no communication or dialogue continuing.
But
Literally, they just talked. Everything will be fine.
that's
One
how
season,
we
that's
are
it.
as humans, though. Like that's the nature of a lot of just miscommunication. Is a lot of the issues. But also, how would we have gotten seasons 3 and 4 if they had done that?
Yeah, no, that's how it should have been. It should have been a one-off miniseries with no continuation.
Okay.
Then I probably will watch it. But like, I don't know. I also think there's an aspect to it that because it's as big as it is, I also don't like it because it's just I don't understand why it's so popular. They're even talking about a potential like movie. So there's gonna be I guess they're talking about doing a Mr. Miyagi prequel series,
Okay, that'd be good.
which I think that'd be dope. But then there was talk of like a movie to finish it out. I don't know if they're gonna do another season or they're gonna do a movie to like kind of close it. And I'm like, yeah, I'm good. So yeah, no, it doesn't work for me.
Maybe not with the current actors.
Bringing a whole new group
Oh,
to finish it out. Yo. Uh, oh, what I missed? Hold on. Whoops. Oh, I skipped a few. Let me go back. Bop, 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 bop. Love the topic and the content. Keep it up, bro. Have a nice day. Thanks, Harry. That's what's up. The Crow 94, your childhood hero. The Crow is your childhood hero?
wow.
Or okay. I mean, that's cool.
It's pretty dark.
It is dark. It is dark. Hey, what are your Amir? What are your thoughts on? Have you seen the trailer for the new one? I think that comes out this month. What are your thoughts on that? I'm interested. I am interested. Aliens is even better than Alien. Yes, it depends on what you're going for. If you want action, you want action thriller and less of a horror movie. Then yeah, Aliens is better. But Alien's a better horror movie though. But that's the thing. They're two different movies. That's also the other part. James Cameron came in and was like, "I need more guns. I need more action. Let's go." He changed it up. The Coven had a question. You mentioned before that you used to do theater. What was your favorite production you did? Oh, yeah, no, mm, it was just high school stuff.
The Cinderella one was my favorite.
Oh, when Jay and wasn't Jay and Lanisha the prince
Yeah.
and the yeah. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, that one was cool, but I think I like that one because I was like the narrator of the whole thing. Um, I think that's why I liked what pointing at
Oh,
what.
they probably don't know what I don't know if they heard me.
Oh yeah, okay. So as far as the theater, so Vonda said she liked the Cinderella one I did. So in high school, we did Cinderella, and I was I can't remember the name of the character, but I was essentially the narrator of what was happening. So I would come in and I would talk about things that were about to happen in the next scene, and then I would go out. I would come in randomly and do like silly stuff, and then talk about things that were happening and my thoughts, and then go out, talk to the audience, do like some back and forth. It was cool.
What about
Um,
you guys did like a dance to the what was that Big Boy and what you call it? Boom boom boom. What's
which
that one?
we did a dance to that.
Yeah, you guys had like a dance, like a little. It was a little part in there we all did
I
like
don't remember.
a
I just
dance.
remember when me and Chris were like singing Ebony and Ivory.
Oh,
I
okay.
remember that.
Yeah, I remember that too. But everybody kind of like jumped in, and they were all like, it was a whole thing.
It was fun. It was very fun.
It was very cute.
I can't remember all of it though. That was probably that was probably one of my favorites too because we put it together pretty well, so it was cool. Yeah, I
Wait,
didn't
how
do a
many
whole
days
lot
did that
there.
one?
Mm.
Oh, I saw it. Let them know I saw it because we were dating,
We were dating, so yeah,
right?
we were dating then.
Yeah, it was your senior year. No, it
No,
was your junior year.
no. If you saw it, you were there for Lanisha
Lanisha,
because I was
I
dating
was there
Jane
for
at the
Lanisha.
time. Yeah,
Oh, my cousin. Okay, never
yeah.
mind.
I was gonna say, hold on, no, no.
She was amazing in that.
She was good. She was good. We're reminiscing. Sorry. Uh, let's see. What did I miss? Deep Rising reminds me of Deep Blue Sea for some reason. That's what I was thinking at first, and I was like, wait, that's not right. Uh, Conan O'Brien and Jordan Schlansky enjoying a Japanese meal could be a great video to react to. No spoilers, but it is Karate Kid Cobra Kai related. Well, see, you just almost destroyed it for me. If it's Cobra Kai related, I'm gonna hate it. Not Karate Kid. I like that. Funny enough, I do like the one with Hilary Swank too. What was that? Karate Kid 4, I think. That one was actually kind of fun. Sometimes people hate on that one. Adrian, you're back. What's up? Just so you know, I said goodbye. I don't know if you heard me or if you were here when I said that, but I did say goodbye. Guilty pleasure, The Core. Fun nonsense, but the acting is on point. The Core was cool. Doesn't it have what's that? I can't remember his name. He was just in The Harder They Fall. Can't remember his name. But The Core. Let me see. This guy. Yeah. Delroy Lindo. Why can't I remember? I can't remember that. Jeez, what's wrong with me? Yeah, he's supposed to be in Blade whenever they make it, which will probably never happen. Um, yeah, that one was fun. Aaron Eckhart. I thought he would be like a bigger actor than he is. He's known and stuff, obviously, but like I really thought he'd be bigger than he is right now, which is kind of unfortunate. Anchovy Hopkins, welcome to the On My Mind support crew. Thank you so much. I might take support out of there, maybe, possibly. Maybe just leave it as at crew. I used to have multiple levels at one point. It was like support crew, hyper crew, super crew, something like that. Now it's just a one level, but some good benefits in there. So I might get rid of that. We'll see. Yes, my beautiful, dark, twisted fantasy. Yes. There we go. Adrian, where are you going? You going to the airport? Where are you headed? I know. I'm all in there. I'm nosy. I'm so nosy. He's getting on a plane. That sounds like fun. I want to get on a plane.
No, you don't. Not unless it's first class or business class.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. Too late. It's over. I don't know who Johnny is, but it's spoiled. It's spoiled. Gone forever. But who else was to shock to see? Oh! You talking about the movie? Yes. You talking about Deadpool, Wolverine, Skywalker? There was many. I'm not gonna give them up though. I'm not gonna say it because a lot of people still haven't seen the movie, based on this chat anyway. So I don't want to. I want to ruin it for anybody.
Too soon.
Yeah. Now in a month, if you haven't seen it, I'm talking about it. I'm giving it all up. But it's only been out for 2 weeks. Favorite guilty pleasure: Under Siege. Is that with my man's Steve? Is that Steven Seagal? Yep. Uh, oh, Steven Seagal. Steven. That's hilarious. Guilty pleasure movie. The Lion King, so I can sing the songs and not have small kiddos. So you can get away with it. It's fine. And you're talking about the animated, right? Just trying to make sure, Chris. Just making sure.
Please.
Please be the animated. Do you like Stranger Things? Wolf Clan, I do, and I'm really looking forward to season 5. I already talked with the kids, and we're gonna re-binge all 4 seasons to for so whenever season 5 comes out, which I don't know if that's happening this year or if it's gonna be early next year. We'll be fully up to speed with everything going on, which we still are, but it's a fun series to watch. Season 2, not so much, but everything season 1 through and then 3 through 4 is good. So yeah, we're looking forward to it. Definitely animated. Good. Okay. Oh, oof. Dragon axed him earlier. That was close. Yeah, live action Lion King I could not get into. Anybody looking forward to Lion King Mufasa though? I think that could be cool, but I feel like they're just going to rehash a lot of the stuff we saw with Simba based on the trailer. But who knows? They could incorporate some new stuff in there. There's people who like the Batman, and I'm a Crow person, so you prefer the Crow over Batman. That's cool. That's cool. Ooh, you paid to see the live action one? Oof, I'm sorry, Chris. Yikes. Broken Arrow. Oh, Christian Slater. Was it Christian Slater and John Travolta? That movie was dope. That movie was dope. Even though the trailer made me think it was going to be something different, or it's still action heavy, but I enjoy that one. Are there multiple Alien movies though? Yeah, there's like 6. You got the Aliens versus Predator movies. There's 2 of those. Yeah, there's a number of them. Starship Troopers is awesome. Anybody playing Helldivers 2? That's pretty much Starship Troopers in video game form, even though they're making a Starship Troopers video game, an actually licensed one. Um, yeah, Starship Troopers is dope. I love the music too. Con Air is a good one. Jeepers Creepers 1. We were just talking about that. Jeepers Creepers, yes. We love that one. Mr. Crumbles is my first one too. Mr. Crumbles, wait, hold on. Did I miss something? Oh, catching my first live. Hope y'all having fun. Nice. Mr. Crumbles, welcome. Welcome to the live. We're just talking, right? It looks like it was asked, what's your guilty pleasure movie? So you can drop it in there if you haven't already. Man on Fire, adult guilty pleasure. That one's a good one. That one is a good one. Let's see, what is this one? The new trailer, nice moments. Bill Skarsgård's way of acting is compelling. I think it will be a decent movie, but only if I'm comparing it to the '94 movie, it won't even leave a mark. Which one are we talking about there? Did I miss? Amir's. Oh, you're talking about the Crow. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Some of the action I think will be dope. Story, I'm not sure. Overboard with Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn. Overboard. Oh, I think it's a guilty pleasure. Soldier with Kurt Russell was good. I like that one. Con Air. Said Con Air was good. Yeah, Con Air is dope. Let's see. I've been sick for the past few weeks, and I've binged your DBZA playlist like 3 times. Thanks so much for a good time. Wow. And I actually still need to like get into the Boo series of those. So I still gotta do that. But thank you. That's awesome that you're still enjoying them. It was fun to get through. I mean, that was one of the reasons this channel got uh, shut down for a minute. But thanks, Japan. Um, yeah, but ever since that got fixed, it's been cool. But yeah, it was good to like finally get back and finish those, which was fun. So Under Siege is the only good Steven Seagal movie. It's got a good cast. I'll give him that. Now they're talking Wesley Snipes will play Blade again instead of Mahershala Ali. They just need to make it. They just need to make the movie. I'm already upset that they didn't recast T'Challa for Black Panther. I want us to have, again, this is obviously a bias because of the color of my skin, but I want to have a good a good African American superhero that I can relate to in some way.
What?
What?
You didn't like Black Lightning?
Okay, first off, we're talking movies.
You don't like
Secondly,
Black Lightning?
I could not get into Black Lightning. I watched a couple of episodes. I was like, this sucks. I like what they're doing with Captain America, which is cool. Um, Comic accurate and all that kind of stuff. So that's dope. But it's all good. But I do wish they recasted T'Challa. They should have. They recasted. Oh, what's his name already? Because he's gonna be the Red Hulk. We got Harrison Ford coming in to be. I'm so messed up with these names today.
You said Harrison Ford?
Yeah,
That's what?
he's taking over the role of Thunderbolt Ross in Captain America: Brave New World. He becomes the Red Hulk.
Would they please stop? I mean,
Yeah.
after seeing him in the last, um, what was it?
This is who used to play him, but he died. He passed away. He died. Yeah. So he was him. He was gonna be in this and everything, but then they recast him for Harrison Ford. So that was the part that upset me. I'm like, oh, you recast this guy, but Chadwick Boseman dies after one movie. Well, really two. Well, okay, sorry, three, and you say you're not gonna recast him for reasons.
I don't
Like,
know.
come on.
I mean, maybe his role is very minimal. Like, it's not a physical role. I, after
Mm.
seeing him in his last
Oh, Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones movie, his
Yeah.
senior citizen version of himself trying to do physical things, I could see he was stiff. His body's not moving the same.
No, not at all.
It was a little hard to watch for sure.
Yeah.
So I hope this is more of like that he's there as a dramatic character for the storyline and not.
Well, apparently he did the motion capture for the Hulk character he plays.
Okay,
Apparently,
well,
but they can alter that.
yeah.
But yeah, that did upset me though if they recast this, but they don't recast some other stuff. It's just
Thank
I
you.
don't
120. Yes, 127-year-old Harrison Ford.
know.
He's not moving well. It's like to do these type of things is so it's annoying. So I hope his character is not just an active character. Like you just there's things they couldn't hide, like the shuffle. He had like a
Walking
shuffle.
down the stairs,
It's
like
weird.
moments
No,
to try to run, it's like didn't
find
work.
someone else. They could find another guy that's younger.
This is it.
Ugh.
This is it.
And I love Harrison Ford, but his time is over for these types of roles.
For these types of roles, yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I don't know. I think it's gonna be a good movie though. The trailer is good anyway. Um, Season 5 of Stranger Things coming out 2025. Dope. Thanks, Wolf Clan. Adrian, I can't even really speak to that because for me, Stranger Things is not scary. It's interesting and I like the horror aspects of it, but it's not scary for me. It's creepy more than anything. So I'll go on that route. If you're scared easily, then yeah, probably certain things will probably scare you. Let's see. When you binge, I hope you forget season one. Even season 1:11 can't talk, and season 4 flashback to season 1:11 she can. Oh, now you brought that up for me. Yeah. But I thought she couldn't. I thought they kind of explained why she couldn't talk at first, or she was like trying to get her learn the English language again and stuff. I can't remember. But yeah, there are some changes in there. There are people that like Batman, then there are people that are wrong. Gotta kind of agree with that. Michael Keaton is the only live action Batman. He's one of the best. But I think Robert Pattinson could be a good one. Just based on what I saw from the first movie, his first anyway. And I like the action sequences with Ben Affleck's Batman, so I'll give him that. but him as Bruce Wayne slash Batman, I didn't really care for. What he did in Flash kind of almost undid everything. Not even the action pieces, that was dope, but him talking with Wonder Woman when he had the lasso around his wrist, that was so lame. So that I didn't care for. Speed Racer is a guilty pleasure. That's okay. That's one of my guilty pleasures as well. Mainly the end. I love the end of the movie with that last race. Thought that was dope. Uh, so yeah, that Speed Racer is pretty cool. The Good Son, starring Elijah Wood and Macaulay Culkin. We always talk about that one, like even with our kids sometimes with our boys, because our boys have done certain things where we're like, uh oh,
That's the one.
the is he the good son? That's always kind of the joke, but that's one I'll never forget. I love that one. Speed Racer sucked. Some people did feel that way. Is it a good movie? No, but it's a guilty pleasure movie. You know, it's got some redeeming aspects to it, but it went a little bit overboard with the quirky quirkiness of the cartoon and the silliness of it. So yeah, there is that. Whoops, I just skipped something. I think they like Ali would roll over and let them destroy the Blade character. I think they were a bit surprised when he clapped back. Are we talking about Mahershala Ali, like just with all the issues with Blade, or Wesley coming in for Deadpool? Because I would like to see Blade like finish out, or sorry, Wesley Snipes come back and do a Blade movie. I think it would be pretty cool. And probably seeing the reception from Deadpool could help them, but I do feel like Mahershala has put a lot of time into getting this done, even though that was what 2016 when they originally announced that. It's been forever, and they're still nowhere close to starting production on that, which was supposed to start this year, but now that's not happening, apparently. Okay, so you're saying I shouldn't be upset with Japan. I should be upset with Toei Animation. So I don't know if I ever told you guys with that. I might have, but when we got shut down, to Chris's point, um, it was because of Toei Animation. So what YouTube ended up doing was removing my videos from going like being able to be seen in Japan, and that's kind of what saved everything. It was the weirdest thing, but they pretty much did it where if I can, they're like you can continue it. They just my videos just don't show in Japan. I think they still don't. Like anything I do doesn't show up in Japan. So if you're in Japan, I'm sorry. Well, one, I guess you're probably not even seeing this, but um, yeah, apparently that's how they kind of fixed it. They're just like, well, let's just do it where they can't see it and block it, so it can't be seen in Japan, but it also won't affect my channel. So there was that. No to Black Lightning. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good with it. Bye, Amir. I know I'm late to some of these. I'm just kind of trying to catch up. Black Mantis was bomb in Aquaman though, right? Uh, yeah. I even though on the second one I didn't or Black Manta, okay. Black Manta, I liked him more in the first one than the second one. Because in the first one it was actually him going out for revenge. In the second one, he was just being taken over, but his hatred was fueling this, this entity within him to do what he was doing. But it was almost like he wasn't fully in control. So I liked Aquaman 1, Black Manta more than Aquaman 2. Because Aquaman 2 it was just a rehash of the first movie anyway. So with some, additional elements added in for color, but the first one was better. Get off my plane. Yeah, that's it's always gonna be the go-to for Harrison Ford, let's be honest. No actor is bigger than the role. You can always recast. Thank you. That's the only one I could think of close could be Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. It's kind of hard to imagine somebody else in that role because Tom Cruise was almost cast in that, and they keep doing little rumors that he's going to show up at some point in a multiversal type scenario. Which I'd be surprised if they didn't do that in Secret Wars. But him in that role would be pretty close to like I don't know if anybody else could do it as good as he did. Someone else could do it and do it a little bit differently, but to be as good as he was in the role, he was kind of made for it. I think that was surprising to everyone. I don't feel that way with Captain America. Chris Evans, he was great, but I feel like someone else could do it. Definitely didn't feel that way with Black Widow. Definitely didn't feel that way with Hawkeye. All most of the other roles, I'm like anybody else. They could get anybody else for a lot of these, and I'd be perfectly fine with it. But RDJ would probably be the only one, and probably Thanos too, because Josh Brolin did pretty great with that too. Letitia Wright can't. Oh crap! Where did it go? There it goes. Letitia Wright can't carry the Black Panther series. She cannot.
She can't carry a whole lot. She's tiny.
Well, there's that too. Yeah, yeah.
Physically,
Physically, she can't carry a lot, but
she's not made for the role physically.
she like I like her as an actress. She was good in the role of Suri. How it was in the first movie, I thought that was great. But her kind of being the front and center Black Panther and the leader, that didn't work for me, and so I didn't really care for the second one. Um, uh, what can't I mean? Obviously, they ain't call it Atlantis in the movie, but um, the Submariner was cool. I like that aspect, but yeah, she definitely cannot carry that franchise. They gotta change it up. Which I'm hearing if they when they do the third one, which is happening, it may be like a kind of a time jump where T'Challa's son is older and then he's gonna kind of take it up. But M'Baku currently is Black Panther technically, so there's that. I don't know how they're gonna go about it, but I think a good time jump could kind of help on some of that, so we could get a T'Challa back. So we'll see. Anchovy Hopkins, thanks so much. It's good to see you. Thanks for joining the crew again. See you on the next one. Appreciate you. I kind of think they should have just delayed the movie. From my understanding, Coogler was a major reason they didn't recast. Give him some time to grieve and maybe he reconsiders. That's true. They may have rushed it. They may have rushed it. And again, he's a good actor. Chadwick Boseman, he's a good actor. He is. I'm not taking anything away from him on that. He did really good in the role. But when people were talking about the role like that was his, I was like, no. One, Michael B. Jordan had his role was almost bigger in that movie than Black Panther. It wasn't even his movie. It wasn't even Black Panther's movie in his own movie. Killmonger was almost like the main character to me, and I like that aspect of it. But it was almost like Black Panther was a side character in his own film. So for me, he didn't have as much of an impact on me in what he did in the role, where I was like, you can easily recast this. I don't see why not. Harrison Ford shouldn't have been in the last Indiana Jones movie. No, they shouldn't have even done it, to be honest. The ending was cool though, like with them going to the in the past. That was cool. But no, otherwise, I was like, this is boring. Let's see. Mahershala Ali was in 2018 Eternals as Blade, but it was his voice only. Yeah, just his voice. That's probably all we're gonna get of that. Who knows if this is even gonna get done? But again, that's why I was saying most of this phase has been just a cluster because it's just nothing's cohesive, nothing's coming together. It's all these pieces, but they haven't put the puzzle together yet or finished it and giving us a clue or an idea of like where things are headed. Now we kind of have a clue, but they have to do some fixing because we have all this Kang stuff going, and now you're gonna kind of get rid of that and go more the Doom's, the Doctor Doom route. So I don't know, Steve. Y'all sure did, man. I still remember some of the tweets you were putting out tagging YouTube about what was going on. So I do feel like that was one of the things that kind of helped big time when it came to getting the channel back up and running. Because that was crazy. I was like, what, like almost a whole month? We were down. It was at least 3 weeks, so almost a whole month that we were down. But yeah, definitely a lot of tweets I saw that definitely helped. And then I was tweeting YouTube and having conversations with them, and so yeah, that definitely helped. And then I was like, you know what, we're gonna finish this, and we did. Still got a few more to go though. So yeah. Bye, Adrian. Bye for real. Got to get to the airport, catch a plane to Gran Canaria. Where is that? Where is that? Gran Canaria. Oh, Spain. Woohoo. I'm jealous. That's nice. Enjoy your time there. That's awesome. Very cool. Demolition Man, that's definitely a guilty pleasure. Oh, absolutely. Galaxy Quest, a good one. But Demolition Man, oh, I love that movie. I love that movie. And it still kind of holds up like a little bit. Like there's some aspects of it that are like a little bit dated, but it does still hold up.
Was
I
the
enjoy it.
other one with the dad from Parenthood playing
Like
playing? He got the superpowers. What was it? The
from
dad
Parenthood.
playing. Yeah, all the bad guys had like platinum blonde hair.
Oh, Meteor Man? Oh
Meteor
yeah,
Man.
Meteor Man. Yeah, oh absolutely. That's your guilty pleasure?
It's a guilty pleasure for me. I love that movie.
Yeah, Meteor Man's a good one. Oh, Chadwick Boseman's family wanted to recast T'Challa, and they should have. They should have, but they didn't. Venom 3 and Craven the Hunter are coming out soon. Yes. Venom 3, I think Venom 3 is going to be better than Craven the Hunter, I'm pretty sure. Craven the Hunter, they shouldn't have moved to Christmas time. Like, I don't understand why they did that. Sony does some weird stuff. But Venom 3 should be good. I'm not going to say I'm excited for it, but I'll watch it. I don't really care for the other movies, but there's aspects of it that are cool. But I think this one could be better. We'll see. I don't like the casting for the new Fantastic Four movie. A Chilean, two Brits, and one American to play Americans. But that's how it is nowadays. Nobody like think about Superman. Like Henry Cavill was Superman for for a minute. Like he's British. Like there's always going to be most of these British people are taking over a lot of these American roles. But they're good actors. Gotta give them that. They do the thing. But this is kind of how it is nowadays. The Pedro Pascal one was interesting. I was kind of like, I love him as an actor. He's great. He's living his best life for real. But that was a weird one. So I was a little bit confused, but I was like, hey, it's cool. Yeah, Tom Holland is Spider Man. Yeah, from New York. Um, so yeah, like they're just they're kind of taking over. Americans can't play Americans anymore. Apparently not. Apparently not. Um, I don't know. What happened to the intro music you had before? Kind of preferred that one. I've had maybe like three people say that since I've changed it. Um, I will tell you the same thing I told them. It's for me. It's for me. The music was for me. I also like the original too because my brother made it. Like so I do love it. But there's times when I do this. Mind you, I've been doing this for 4 years now. But there's times where I'm doing this and like I have to change little things here and there just to keep it fresh for me. Because there's aspects of just making videos and doing YouTube stuff that's very repetitive, and so I can kind of change it up for a little bit. That's why sometimes the end music on a video will okay, Steve. That's why the end music will change up from time to time because I just want to try new things and just see what works and give y'all a little bit more flavor on certain things. But yeah, that's kind of the main reason. No, my brother didn't copyright strike me for using his music. No. Um, no, I'd like to use some more of his stuff, but I don't know if he's really necessarily making music. I mean, he does. He's kind of gone more of a different route lately. 'Cause he has done a couple of like EPs, but it's a little bit different.
Oh, shout out his
Still
channel.
good. Hmm.
Shout out his channel.
Oh yeah, yeah. My brother, he does have a channel. Playback University. I don't know if I can even. How do I put that in here?
Here, I'll get it.
You got it. Yeah, you can throw it in there. Yeah, Playback University on on YouTube. He talks about he really just talks about behind the scenes stuff on being like like a music engineer and like how he's done live shows for different artists and stuff like that, like Janelle Monáe and her and Charlie Puth and all this different stuff. And they went on tour with Coldplay for a big part of a summer, and it was crazy. So yeah, I mean, if you're interested in that kind of stuff, definitely check him out. Give him a follow. He's been doing some videos and some shorts over there, which has been pretty cool. So he's doing a good job. Um, Stranger Thing, Eddie is just resting, pining for the what? I can't even see what that says. Uh, He's just resting. He's just sleeping. The Man from Uncle, a Brit playing an American and an American playing a Russian. That's like, I think that's on Netflix. I gotta check that out because I still haven't watched that. I heard it was like okay, but I think that's a Guy Ritchie movie, isn't it? Did he direct that? I like his movies. Yes, I have a brother. He looks like you. We never got that growing up. People always thought we were like maybe friends or cousins. They would think I was someone else's brother before they thought we were brothers. Nowadays, people can see it, but back when we were younger, even like high school, people did not know we were brothers. So that wasn't really a thing, which was funny. But Twitter campaign against Mike's brother. No, 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 no. No. No, I still love his music. I still like enjoy like hearing just the different stories he has on like, the touring and all that kind of stuff. Like it's and seeing how he does that work is insane. I know I would mess up shows all the time if I was doing something like that, but he figured it out. All right, let's I got caught up. I got caught up. Yes. Let's check out this video from Ryan George because it's on how he shoots his videos. I thought it'd be really interesting to kind of check this out because it's a question I've kind of always had. And while I think earlier I was saying like while I love how he does his videos, just the finished product that we get, and I have an idea of obviously of how he goes about it because I've watched some of the other interviews he's done. So I know normally he like shoots when he does pitch meetings, he does like the producer guy, all his stuff first, then he does writer guy or vice versa. But he does like one all the way through normally. And then he does the other. He doesn't go back and forth. That wouldn't make any sense. Um, then he puts it all together. But it'd be cool to kind of just see how he actually goes about it. So we're gonna check that out now, and kind of see what other information he has here. Hey, hey, is it Kajabi tutorial? Hope I said that right. I'm sometimes horrible with names. What's up? Just tuning in now. Thanks for the laughs throughout the years. Especially love the pitch meeting reactions. I appreciate that. Thanks for sticking with the channel. That's awesome. It's still weird hearing people say like, I've been watching for a couple of years. I've been watching since the beginning. I've been watching, for the last year. Or even I think one person said, I've been watching you like since I, started high school and I'm graduating, this summer. Like that's crazy to hear. But really awesome too. So I think that's pretty dope. Oh, I'll answer this question before I get into the next one or into the video. But do you prefer Ryan George or Daniel Thrasher? If I had a go-to, like I'm like, oh, I need to watch a funny video, I'm gonna go Ryan George first. I'm still catching up on a lot of Daniel Thrasher videos, but I love his style. I do love his style, but I know what I'm getting completely with Ryan George because I've watched so many more of his videos than Daniel. Uh, but yeah, but if he had like, who would I choose between Daniel Thrasher and Stephen He? I'd choose Daniel Thrasher in that scenario. Never heard of Ryan George. Yeah, you got to understand. A lot of people probably haven't heard of him. I mean, yes, he's got over 1 million subscribers, but nowadays, that's still an era or an area where you're not necessarily known, anywhere close to mainstream in a lot of scenarios. But he definitely could be there. He could be writing for someone for real, or for a show or anything like that. I'm sure he's probably trying or has tried. um, I do think he should. Again, I'll say this before I go to the next one. What's the other one? I just want to pull this up. I don't know if anybody else has heard of this guy. Um, I'll never say the name right, but Tommy Shunith. This dude's hilarious. I've never done reactions, but he's just started doing some short films. Too far is kind of what they call it. And so he's got 2 episodes out now. I would definitely suggest checking those out. But he's got a lot of videos he's done that are similar to Ryan George. It's just him, talking to himself or multiple versions of himself in various different scenarios. He's hilarious. I don't know if anybody's heard of him, but yeah, you definitely want to kind of check him out too because he's pretty funny. I think I originally found him on TikTok. That's kind of where I found him at. TikTok and Instagram Reels. Very difficult to find someone who hasn't heard of Ryan George. Well, in my circle, it's super easy. Barely an inconvenience. And if they don't know, they're gonna know because I'm gonna tell them about them. So that's kind of how it goes. All right. Okay. Cool. Let's check out this. Let's check this out.
Hello, this is Ron.
Let's check this out. I think it'll be pretty cool to see how he goes about these videos and go from there. Oh, what's the guy's name? I'm so sorry. Let me pull it up here. Boom. I'll put it in the chat. It's a fun channel, fun little channel for sure. Introducing people to Ryan George's content is tight. That's right. It's the only way you should be doing it. It's really good. Tristan Garcia, how's it going? What's up? Cool. All right, we're gonna check this out. Obviously, if there's any issues with the audio, you guys let me know. But I think we're good. I think we're fine. We're perfect. There we go. All right, here we go.
Hello, this is Ryan. And listen, I get a ton of emails asking me what my video setup looks like. So I figured I'd make a video so that it's available on the internet. If you want to know, that you could look at it. Maybe you're looking to make videos yourself. Maybe you're just curious about how I do stuff. Maybe you have no idea who I am and this video started playing accidentally, in which case you can't leave. The way that YouTube works, if I understand it, if you start a video, you have to watch it to the end, and there's no way around it. You can't, there's nothing.
I wish
they
that was the
haven't
case.
figured that part out yet. So since everyone watching this video is stuck with me, I'm just gonna go through how I do what I do. It's really not a fancy setup by any means, and it's really not.
Hold on, is he using the camera I use, the webcam I use? Because it's kind of following him, unless his wife is like the camera woman here, but I don't know if you guys noticed that it's kind of following him a little bit.
So since everyone watching this video is stuck with me, I'm just gonna go through how I do what.
Yeah, okay. I think it's on like a dolly, or not a dolly, but it could be his phone on one of those little things that just will know the track. So maybe he's not using the camera I have. The Tiny 2, if you don't know. Tiny 2 and then Tiny 2 Lite. They're great, but he's using something. That's pretty cool.
It's really not a fancy setup by any means, and it's really not complicated, but I'll just go through what I use, how I use it, and along the way, maybe we'll learn a couple of things about ourselves. So let's start with the basics. This is a green screen, okay? And it is just a basic foldable green screen. This setup is always here because I have a dedicated place in my house where I make these videos, but if you're setting up a thing in your house that you need to take down every time, this is a good option because it just folds up. You throw it
collapsible
in the room where you hide things. Obviously, the purpose of the green screen is that I can remove the background and put anything I want there, whether it could be in the inside of a volcano, some kind of magma pit, or just like a bowl in a mountain full of fire. Those are the three things that you can do with a green screen. And when you have a green screen, you need to light it properly. I'm not really lighting it properly. I have a very basic setup that is not top of the line by any means, but it gets the job done for the videos where I'm not really trying to convince you that I'm somewhere. So the very basics of lighting a green screen is you got to light yourself, and you got to light the screen, and you got to be able to separate yourself from the green. The way you do that is by having a key light, a fill light, and a backlight. Mine are all just kind of the same intensity. It just creates a flat thing that I can use for any situation. Again, I'm not trying to convince anyone that I'm actually in a volcano,
gotta have the three,
which again is the only thing you can use a green screen for. Because my studio setup is permanent, I have a backlight permanently there on the ceiling that is always just set to the level I need to be. What a backlight does is kind of separate you from the background even more. It gives you a little light on the back of your hair, your shoulders, and that just like gives you an extra separation.
He's like really breaking this down. If you didn't know, because the lighting is very important when it comes to like how to use green screens for sure. Even though I cheat, if you're a member, you've probably been watching. New member, Max Troya. What is going on? Welcome to the support crew. Again, I'm probably going to change the name to just On My Mind Crew, but still, you're in it. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Yeah, no, I cheat when I do my video game Let's Plays, which if you remember, you've been watching some of those. We just did The Wolf Among Us because I want to get ready for Wolf Among Us 2 if it ever comes out. But I cheat. I don't use a green screen for that kind of stuff. I just use a plugin that actually takes the background out and it does it pretty easy for you. So you don't have to worry about this kind of stuff, but your lighting still has to be on point for the most part for it to work. But this is good stuff. If you didn't know how it works, like he's kind of giving a cool little breakdown of how that works, which is pretty nice.
That gives you a cleaner cut. If you don't have that, you might see a little bit of blending around the edges. A lot of like the automatic green screen things you see on like TikTok filters and whatever do that. That happens because people aren't backlighting their in-camera green screen videos where they're pointing at a tweet that they stole. My lights are all fairly inexpensive lights from Newer, which I think they make great products. This isn't sponsored or anything. I might put like an Amazon affiliate link if I figure out how to do that. I think if you buy anything through that link on Amazon, I'll get a little bit of commission, but this isn't sponsored. These are just like cheap lights that do the job. You wouldn't use these on a movie shoot, I imagine, but for the purposes of convincing people I'm in a volcano,
definitely not.
These are relatively cheap and they get the job done. And they're
You're gonna
super
keep going back
adjustable.
to the volcano,
Oh, that's pretty dusty. You could change the color, the intensity. There's a whole lot of stuff. This light here is a relatively new light of mine that I saw this video by Think Media, and this is what they recommend.
Hey, that guy. So quick little thing on this. I used to go to church with his wife when she would come to church. But yeah, he's dope. He's in Las Vegas. Think Media is also a really good channel. So if you're interested in like that kind of stuff, that's a good channel. But also the Mike Vaughn channel is going to be this one day. So just, just put that out there, speaking it into existence. But yeah, his videos are pretty cool when it comes to just like YouTube stuff and also entrepreneurial type stuff. So
what they recommended, and it looked really cool, and it is really cool. I just recreated the exact thing. I'll link to their video because they have some actual advice if you're looking to set up an in-home studio. It's basically a really powerful light inside a hot air balloon that diffuses the light and gives a really nice soft look that I think, lacking in some earlier videos. Like I'm standing directly in front of this light.
Sounds about right.
Just a nice soft look. Thank you, hot air balloon.
Some of his lighting was very harsh.
Hot air service.
In the beginning.
I also have these little lights down here that just provide a little bit of extra light to create a uniform green on the green screen. I'm okay. That's basically the lighting and the green screen setup that I use. So now we can talk about cameras. For years and years making these videos, I was just using pretty much the cheapest DSLR camera I could find that had a flip screen. Because I make my videos by myself, my one criteria was I need to be able to see myself. I worked that camera so hard for so many years that it eventually started getting these dead pixels. But dead pixels are literally like you'll get just a pixel in your video that doesn't work anymore. Whatever you shoot, there'll be like a little dot. I don't like dots. So here's what I use now. This is the Sony ZV-1, which is a very basic camera. There's not even like an interchangeable lens going on. It's kind of flipped. You can see myself.
I literally use the same thing.
It's not the most professional camera by any means. If you're really into cameras, you would probably get something much more advanced than this. But again, I'm shooting my videos by myself. So the ideal camera for me is one that I could just turn on and not have.
I want that wood little look on there. Mine doesn't have that. Mine's just black. It's black. That wood is really cool. It makes it look like even more premium. But yeah.
To worry about anything, and that gets good images and focuses well. One of the tripod legs wasn't screwed properly, so this camera's gonna point downwards now. This tripod is a KNF tripod, which it's a good tripod, but the main reason I bought it is because it was tall enough to be at my eye level, which is what I need for the videos that I shoot. You lean back down. What I'm shooting on right now is a recent purchase that is pretty magical. It follows me around as I move, which opens up the door for me creatively for sketches where I'm not on the green screen. With this camera, which is the DJI Pocket Osmo 3 Creator Combo, I can shoot videos around my house, and this friggin' thing follows me around. I can have movement, which is a thing that I've never been able to have.
So I think with what he has, which is dope, it's a little bit more portable. This one, you actually have, it's got to be plugged into a computer or some kind of power source or, a laptop. With what he's got there, it's more portable. It does roughly the same thing. There's other scenarios that do similar things too. What's the thing on his mic? I want to say, he's using the mic to speak into and record this, but I think, or maybe he's using the mic to have that on and that's recording his audio. One of the two. I'm not sure.
a crazy camera, and I think it was less expensive than this thing. It's pretty magical, and it's literally pocket size. If I had to make a recommendation, if you're starting out as a creator, first of all, it'd probably be just start shooting on your phone, because phone cameras are insane now. But if you're looking to get a camera, the DJI Pocket Osmo 3, if I had this camera back when I was in university, I would have died, because this is an alternate timeline. I would have died. With alternate timelines, I don't know, like statistically, do you die in half of them? How does that? I guess if you're an older person, the chances are that you're dead in an alternate timeline are much higher. These are important questions in this video about how I make my green screen videos. So green screen,
for sure.
Camera where you can see yourself while you're shooting to make sure you're in frame and that the little red light is flashing. The next part, which unfortunately is a really important part, and I hate it so much, it's audio. And I'm not good at it, and I've never been good at it, and I never will be good at it unless I put in more effort, which I'm not going to do because I hate it.
If you guys saw some of my earlier live streams, you know that audio was kind of always a thing for this channel. Even some of the recorded videos, it's kind of always been a thing. It's still a thing. I'm still trying to figure things out with audio. It's the worst part of doing YouTube. I'm just going to be straight up. I even had my brother come in, the one who, again, did the intro music. I had him come in when he was in Vegas one time, and he actually like checked my levels and set everything up pretty well. And then I screwed that up somehow. So I'm always messing with audio more than anything else. It's so annoying, but yeah, I feel his pain on that.
Fortunately, they say that audio quality is even more important than video quality. And I tend to agree reluctantly. If you were watching a video with poor video quality, but it sounded great, that would be a lot more tolerable than watching a video with
still rough
quality, but sound that is awful. Or even out of sync a little. Audio that's slightly out of sync is the equivalent of having like a single mosquito in the room when you're trying to sleep. It's just
single mosquito.
So unfortunately, I hate audio, but I have to do it because I don't want like mosquito business and whatnot. And my workhorse for years and years has been the Tascam DR05.
I was literally looking at this because I knew he used it. He had it in one of his videos in the description once about some of the stuff that he was using, and I looked into it. I haven't gotten one yet. Don't know if I ever will, because this is working out pretty well, but I USB right into my computer currently, which is not the best, but I also got my son set up with his stuff, so he's using my soundboard, and I've just got the computer hookup. But eventually I want to get to something like this, because I think that would make the audio situation a little bit better. Not for lives, just for recorded videos.
With a Rode Smart Lav plugged in and then clipped to the inside of my shirt. This is not the best recorder or the best lav in the world, but it's what I always keep coming back to because it's what I've found works for my setup. I've tried other mics. I can't figure out the settings to make them work properly, nor do I have like the time or patience to do all the testing required. So I keep coming back to this, but I hear a lot of good things about this mic that I'm currently using, which is a DJI Pro Mic 2, I think. It came with the DJI Creative Combo, but I don't like the sound of it. I don't feel like it's as good as what I get with this thing. There's kind of like a tinniness to it, I find, but if you're looking for just like turn it on and use it microphone, people seem to like this a lot. And yeah, it has a magnetic clip, which is how it's attached to this karaoke mic of mine. Echo is also a big problem with audio, and it's still somehow I still have some echo in this room, despite the fact that I installed this wood paneling that is specifically made for audio acoustics. I have a thing on the ceiling up there. I put up rails with sound dampening curtains. I hate audio so much. I don't even know if this sound is going to be okay or usable. I hope it is. Then in terms of actually shooting the videos, a lot of people ask me, do you change costumes in between every line? And no, because I don't hate myself. That would be insane. What I do is I put on the costume of whatever character I'm playing, and then I have the script on my phone, and I just run through every single line in a row. Bing, bang, boom, 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 boom. I literally say a line, look at my phone for the next line, say that line, look at my phone for the next line, say that line, look, and then I cut it all together and edit it. Eye lines are also very important when you're shooting video, because if you want the characters to look like they're looking at each other, they need to be looking at kind of matching spots, and it has to be eye level, which is sometimes if your camera's a little lower, it's gonna feel unnatural, but you have to look at lens height slightly off to the side. Oh, here's a pet peeve of mine from social media video. You'll see a lot of sketches where screen direction is not respected between characters. It's like, it's so, for example, see if you can see what's wrong with this sketch.
Here we go.
Hey buddy, I'm a character. Yeah, I'm also a character. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I agree. Wow, it looks like we...
Hey, it's still got the magma or the volcano stuff happening in the background. But yeah, this obviously, this clearly doesn't work.
both agree that we're both characters versus, hey buddy,
agree.
we are characters. That's right, we are. Thank you
go.
so much for confirming that. Have a great day. If the characters
There we
are
go.
looking in the same
Perfect.
on-screen direction, it looks like they're not looking at each other when they're talking. Granted, this
That's
doesn't
right.
happen so much on green screens. It usually happens when someone's shooting a sketch in their apartment. Please don't do that. And so, yeah, it's getting hot in here and I'm getting a little sweaty. So I
Hot.
think that about covers how I shoot my videos. I hope that
Does
was
he have a fan?
interesting. And if there's any interest, maybe I'll make videos like this about how I edit my videos.
Do it. That's
how
what I wanna
write my
see.
videos. And
That too.
I don't know. The second channel is just for me to post other types of things and try stuff out. This felt like a good video to kick that off.
Nice.
I apologize if the sound wasn't good. I
is.
hate audio. Hopefully now you're equipped to go out there and shoot some magma of your own. That would have been a good place to end it. Should have ended it right on the punch. Whoosh. That was another good opportunity for me to end the video. That would have, on an impact is the perfect place to cut away from.
That was, yeah, no, yeah, I want to see, that's what I want to see. I want to see the editing and the writing. That's kind of where I'm at with that one. Because I think that would be, what is this about? Oh God. That would be pretty cool. I want the editing part for sure. Because I wonder if he likes it. But overall, that was good as far as the green screen stuff and the lighting. Because that's big. When I was doing that for a minute, my desk used to be turned this way. Like I have this wall right here where I'm in front of right now. I used to have a green screen behind there. You might have seen some of those videos. Those are rough to edit because it takes a lot of bandwidth or just, GPU to do. But yeah, it was still good. It was still good. It was the Soprano editing. That's right. But yeah, no, it was, it's still fun to put that kind of stuff together and kind of set it up, but it can be a pain. And audio is, again, the worst part. It's the worst part of doing all this. But to his point of like watching a video that has like poor visuals, but the audio is on point, it depends on what it is. Like if it's something that I need to be seeing or something like action related or something with a lot of movement, then it's annoying. It doesn't even matter. Audio could be great, but if the picture doesn't look good, the visuals, I don't care. But if it's if it's somewhere it's like, okay, maybe it's more of a talking head video, it doesn't matter all that much, that's okay. I'm okay with that. But yeah, this was good though. This was a good one. I hope he does more. I'm gonna have to comment on there and speak to, yes, please do more of these. Talk about your editing style, talk about your writing techniques. Because that's the one that gets me. When I was doing the advanced screenings, which I know you guys have talked about wanting to see more of those, it just takes a minute for you to like write them out and then I have to, film it. And the filming is fine. It's just the writing. And I tried to take that same approach with like, just, hey, I'm this character for the moment. Let me just go through all of it. Let me go to the next character, go through all of it. And kind of go from there. But a lot of that in a lot of scenarios, I was improvising most of that. There was moments where I would kind of do an outline of what I wanted to talk about and know certain things I wanted to kind of address for the movie. But for the most part, a lot of it was improv. So it would take a little bit of time because of that. So I need to be better when it comes to writing those things out, but they're still fun. So we'll see. Cool. Well, I'm going to call it a night. We went for a good amount of time today. And again, I'm glad that we're getting back to it because it had been a while. If you kind of missed the reason I was out, hey, go back, check some of the beginning of this video, because I do talk about a little bit of why there were no lives for the last few weeks. And then you can kind of get a little background on that. But this was great. We'll keep this thing going. He should do a Ryan George sitcom with all of his characters. It would be tiring. My God. But he could do it because a lot of people are doing that. A lot of people are trying to do that. So he could definitely do it. Nice. Fun stream tonight. Definitely fun stream. Appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for watching. I feel like every time we're doing this, like we're going a little bit longer every time, which again, I'm enjoying it because it's fun. But yeah, definitely. If you haven't already checked out the channel for Ryan George, check it out. It's just the Ryan George Extra Plus. Check it out, and I think that'd be pretty cool to see some more that he's doing there. So yeah, check it out. Definitely comment what else you want to see from that. Because I do want to see some more of kind of how he goes about it, and he really broke it down pretty well here too. So yes, hit that like button. Yes, no, if you're here, hit the like buttons. It really helps out the channel in a big way. Subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. That'll really help the channel out as well. I think we just got over like 800. It's like 33,800 subscribers, which is really dope. So getting closer to 34. And that's all because of you guys. So I appreciate it. It's really cool. We're still going through, watching different things and trying new things. So I'm glad you guys are enjoying the ride still. It's really, really reassuring for me, but also refreshing that you guys, you want to check out different things with me and we can enjoy it together. So appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good night. If it's super late where you are or early, get some sleep if you haven't already. I'll see you guys on the next video, and of course, I'll see you guys on the next live. So take care. Have a good night.